Porsche Cayenne is never going to win any beauty contests.
But adding a body kit and painting it this colour, that's either cruel or the sign of supreme confidence.
Since this is the new GTS model, we're guessing it's the latter. Slotting in between the £46,000 Cayenne S and the 74k Turbo, the GTS combines elements of both with a few distinctive features all its own.
Under the bonnet, there's a tuned up version of the V8 from the S. All 4.8 litres of it. Slam the hood, and there's the front end from the Turbo. Doesn't get any prettier, no matter how long you stare at it.
The body kit is all GTS, however, as are the standard fit 21-inch alloys. More intriguingly, in basic spec the GTS features a manual gearbox and the unique combination of steel springs and Porsche active suspension management. Adding a 24mm ride height drop, and you have a Cayenne that promises to be the most driver-focused SUV ever.
Of course, the world and options list being what they are, this GTS doesn't exactly have the most Spartan specification. Alongside the standard Alcantara headlining and unusual 4-seater cabin, it's been upgraded to air suspension and an automatic, which is a shame.
But not many people who buy Cayennes want to change gear for themselves, so it's no surprise. The Auto Box is impressively effective really, and the air suspension does make the ride more comfortable, at the expense of some of the standard car's sharpness. Even so, the GTS remains a devastating cross-country weapon, whenever you choose to unholster it.
And it's not easy to resist doing that, especially if the first thing you do after starting it up is press the Sport button. As well as stiffening the suspension and sharpening the throttle response, it also juggles a valve in the exhaust. As if the paint job wasn't loud enough.
This is not a car for the shy and retiring. On the plus side, the modified V8 now makes 405 brake horsepower, which is 20 more than the S, and enough to propel over 2 tons of automatic off-roader from 0 to 62 in just 6.5 seconds. Top speed? 156 miles per hour. Enough to escape most critics. Until you run out of fuel. Porsche quotes 20 mpg officially, but we found that some way beyond our personal levels of restraint.
It would probably help if it didn't sound like a NASCAR every time you put your foot down, which just makes us want to do it all of the time. But hey, if you can afford the GTS in the first place, you're probably not too bothered about it swallowing such great gulps of fuel, especially given the soundtrack.
As for affording it, just be careful with the options list. The £55,000 base price doesn't sound too bad, but this car cost over 70k, which is dangerously close to the price of the Turbo. The GTS is loud, proud, and never going to endear you to your neighbours, but it hits the spot if you really want a hard-charging SUV. We'd take an Audi RS4 to do this sort of all-wheel drive nonsense, but with over 200,000 Cayennes sold, Porsche clearly knows its market. So the good points. The GTS upgrades really improve the performance. It handles better than any other SUV, and the engine sounds awesome. Bad points? It really is for attention seekers only. The fuel economy is as awful as the orange paint. Some of the options are expensive.